quick look at the bracket. So one of these players is going to go on to face Heps, who is secretly my hope for the win. Just, you know, UK and DAS. I couldn't ask for anything more than that. But yeah, and the winner of that will go on to face the winner of Cool Ice Age and NGC Man. Okay, so both players, I believe, are ready. So I suppose we should probably count down. So let's do it. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Ooh, and Captain's got a very fancy looking glove on. And is going for a kind of interesting cross-legged stance. In fact, both of them, they've got the kind of whole brace against your leg thing going on. Guess that's a special tapper's technique. Nice S-flat there from Nestris to avoid early trouble and gets the Tetris. Captain just has to build over the well just before the first line, but there we go, there's another one, and they get a Tetris too. So, you know, both players, often nice starts, no kind of instant top outs, no zero top outs. Yeah, definitely an exciting match. We'll have to see who comes out victorious. Though they have to do it 3 times. Another Tetris for Nestris. And they're kind of... oh, and Captain fires right back. But Captain's had to burn a few more lines. Hey, Tourist. Good to see you again, I suppose. I suppose. I mean, that's just something I say, you know, like a kind of... It's like a nervous tick for talking. I don't suppose. It definitely is nice to see Tourist again. It's always nice to see Tourist. Yeah, a bit of a drought going on Nestris' side. Building super high. Takes a safety double. Another safety double. Finally the line comes. Another Tetris. 174,000 for Nestris. 169,000 for Captain. Also waiting for that line bar. And there it is. And there's another. So, yeah, Captain basically caught up. In fact, pace-wise, if they can kind of avoid burning, kind of ahead. Just very slightly. Yeah, not so much now. But, you know, a little bit. Yeah, these are definitely pro-level players. Like, if I waited anywhere near as long as some of these players wait for lines, I'd definitely be topping out. And often do. But, you know, that's why they pay these guys the big bucks. Yeah, nice uneventful start to the game. Players kind of keeping pace with each other. 294,000 through 73 lines for Nestris. Captain's doing a little bit better now with 332,000 through 73 lines, so kind of a little, you know, Tetris ahead. Nice little T-spin setup and execution for Nestris there, and bang, there's the Tetris. So yeah, Captain just slightly ahead, but really nothing in it just yet. And we're still a little bit away from the transition. Well, I say a little bit, quite a lot away. You know, if I sound like a golf commentator, I'm going to take that as a kind of backhanded compliment. I mean, it's a commentator, so I'll take it. Okay, Nestris in what could be a tiny little bit of trouble. Could do with a J, gets the J. Could do with an L now, but no, now needs a J or a line, gets the line. There we go, no trouble at all, and there's the Tetris. 394,000 for Nestris, 406,000 for Captain. Both Tetrising, maintaining the gap Captain also a few lines behind, so yeah, definitely ahead by about Tetris in pace. Do they commentate? What do you say about Tour de France? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just I'm not into competitive cycling, I guess. So you know, I just can't imagine that there's too much to say other than like, you know, oh, this guy's going faster than the other guy. You know, I don't know. Wow, the narratives in Tour de France. I mean, what are the narratives in a cycling, like, match? What do you call it? Did he call them matches? No, tour, I guess. I guess it's a tour. I don't know. Do they have, like... I suppose there is drama. I mean, there's the whole thing with, you know, the various drug scandals and so on. I wonder how long it is until, you know, we have kind of drug scandals and testing in Tetris. Anyway... I'm going to stop talking nonsense because we're approaching transition. Both players looking pretty good. Captain's board a little nicer than Nestris's, but one line from transition. Nestris transitions first to 543,000. Very nice pace, actually. But Somalian beats out of 617,000 on transition. So yeah, Somalian with a kind of starting to extend that lead. Oh, Nestris with a few holes at the top there could really do with a line to burn it out, but it's going to immediately just go from the top. Hope for some better pieces than this. Could do with a line just about now. Ooh, nice tapping speed there, getting that Z all the way to the left. Oh, really nice burning from Nestris. Out of trouble, and there's the line to fill it in. Now playing two off the bottom, has a Tetris waiting, just needs a line to come. But it's not. Of course it's not. Yeah, holding out, and oh, just that Z, nowhere to put it. But yeah, not in any trouble, not just yet. And finally, the line comes at the right time. Tetris and Nestris takes them to 620,000. Captain, on the other hand, 683,000, and Tetris is to 710. So really great pace, and another Tetris, really great pace from Captain here. Yeah, we'll have to, maybe CTWC will have to start doing drug testing. I mean, now I get the feeling that, like, kind of old school CTWC players are have to be kind of, you know, the only drug they're going to be taking is alcohol, and it's going to make them worse. But I don't know, these kind of younger players might have the constitution to maybe be taking some harder stuff. What am I talking about? Anyway, Captain with some junk on his board now, but still a good way ahead at 833,000. Now just kind of taking that opportunity to burn. 747,000 for Nestris. So Captain still almost 100,000 points ahead. Can afford to burn a few lines to get themselves to a better position. Looks like they're going to go for... Oh no, Nestris tops out at 751,000. So Captain takes game one. And yeah, GG's both players. Excellent. Excellent play from both players there. Nestris a little bit unlucky. But I guess you can't really talk about luck when you're playing same piece sets. Oh, they're highlighting through. So I didn't see them. Yeah, no, they've got the seed in. So we are ready. We are ready to count off and have another game. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Let's just getting a nice big swig of water before diving back in, I should say. So, for, I guess maybe just for YouTube's sake, if this ends up being clipped for YouTube, we had a power cut. So, we've had a bit of a break between now and the last game. But both players look ready and rearing to go. And we've got some nice starts. So, well, I say we've got some nice starts. Nestris has a nice start. Captain's start looks a little bit rocky, but I imagine they're going to burn out of that very quickly. Just waiting for, I guess an S would be nice, or an L. There you go, got some other pieces and used those instead. Why not? Okay, Tetris for Captain after a little bit of burning. So yeah, NES has used that opportunity to establish an early lead, but, you know, this is pretty early in the game at this point. This is the point in the game where, you know, I could talk about anything, because I'm confident these players, both excellent players, they're not just going to suddenly top out. And really, it's going to be decided once we hit transition, unless something really crazy happens, and, you know, maybe I'll keep an eye for that happening. I say all of this. NES board not looking amazing right now. Gonna have to just burn that triple and build up onto row 2. Yeah, here's me trying to actively commentate to curse these players. Okay, nice little L-Tuck setup there from NES. Of course, the L is the last piece to come when you set up a tuck so intently like that, and yeah, gonna have to just introduce some more holes in this stack. Still ahead though, not by much. Captain has been playing solidly after that shaky start. Captain now drawing even with 174,000. Oh, NES Tetrises and gets to 199,000. Line count's about the same. Another Tetris for NES. There we go. NES has burnt away all of that junk and now has a nice regulation stack going. Chat telling me that was the cursiest thing I could have said back then. I don't know. It's early days yet. I might find something even more cursy to say. Yeah, I like this system of the way of doing separate streams for the early rounds and then, you know, a big live stream for the last one. And the only thing that's a bit unfortunate for me is I'm often busy for the finals, but, you know, not only can you watch these games on Twitch, but you can watch them on YouTube. So, you know, if you have a busy life, you know, you're working and you don't have the time to spare to watch these games live, then you can catch up on YouTube, and, you know, it helps there too. Just make sure you have your ad blocker disabled, I suppose. I don't know if that really makes a difference for YouTube, but, you know, do your bit. Okay, so NES building up. Kind of an aggressive move there to kind of get Tetris ready. They've got a bit of a kind of not terribly affordant looking stack on the right, but getting some nice pieces. Does have to... There we go. Yeah, see, that's what happens. Just as the line comes, they have to, you know, build some holes and cover it up. And yeah, not looking so great now. It has some holes to burn out. 433,000 though is a good 100,000 points ahead of Captain, who has 336. So yeah, this quite aggressive play from NES, given some of the trouble they've gotten into, and it's paying off because yeah, they've established a good solid lead up against Captain, and transition is not too far away. 20 pieces for NES, 27 pieces for Captain. And yeah, nice paces for both players. NES, yeah, already hitting the 500,000 mark. Kind of looking like it's unlikely or impossible for Captain to get a 500k transition, but oh, is that not true actually? Maybe they can get a low 500k transition. No. Me no maths good. Oh, sorry for any scuffling you're hearing now. My cat is sort of climbing all over the place. Oh, she is not being successful. Okay, nice Tetris. Oh, NES missing the S spin there. So gonna have to burn it off. And transitions at 562,000. 2 off the bottom. But there we go. Burns it off successfully. 573,000 for NES. 462,000 for Captain. Captain, though, has a worrying looking board. Really not the best way to transition. Needs an L or a J, and now needs a J or a line. Gets the line. Oh, but then perhaps overshifts it. And another line comes but doesn't get it over. And oh, Captain not managing the transition there. Tops out at 465,000. So Nestris takes game 2. GG's. And unfortunate game for Captain there. Just didn't really seem to hit his stride. Maybe the break not working in his favour. Still, taking it in good humour though. Okay, so whenever, yeah, Nestris is topping out. Nestris and Captain are 1 game apiece, and maybe we'll wait for Nestris to get them sorted out, and we will move on to Xile versus Knight. So, you know, sometimes stuff happens. Sometimes people need to get a drink, you know, use the facilities. Sometimes power cuts happen. You know, internets drop out, all of that kind of stuff. Anyway, both players are ready. So finally, let's count it down. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. This is Xile versus Knight, the second game of the red bracket after we've suspended the first game for a while, just for due to some slight power issues on SVNestris' side. So we will go back to that later. Well, after this one, I suppose, because we'll need to. Okay, shaky start from Knight, but does get the Tetris. And yeah, just gonna have to make a couple of burns there, but no big deal. Get some nice pieces for it. Could do with a line. Oh, I'm just gonna fill it in. Sensible. Or maybe even build a Tetris on top. No, not quite. Not that aggressive. There you go. So they've almost burnt it off. Just gonna find out a little bit about our players, just to, you know, so I know. Oh, so Knight is a DAS player? No way. That's not right. That's we're memeing at this point, right? But Xile is a hybrid player apparently, so you know, there you go. Okay, slightly shaky start for Knight, but has definitely overcome. And she is now at 173,000, Xile at 231,000, so it does have the lead, but not by much, actually. You might expect a bigger lead given that start, but nope, there you go. Oh no, but just as I say that, you know, you're talking about commentator's curse, here you go. Yeah, Knight's board not looking amazing right now. Getting some nice pieces again to burn it down though, but that is going to harm their pace. But hey, Xile's board also looking pretty janky, so there you go. Both players with troubling starts perhaps. More troubling on Knight's side, but there you go, she gets Tetris and no problem, 230,000. And Xile is ready for one, but the pieces aren't coming. Ooh, interesting move there to, yeah, it worked out. Oh, then puts all that weight on top of the hole, so Xile is going to be burning, at least for a couple of lines, to reopen that center well. There you go, gets a nice double, so not too high up now. Oh, fills it in just before the line comes, but here's another fortunately timed line, and Tetris and manages to just burn their stack a little bit down, get it to a slightly more comfortable position. Maybe they're gonna kind of burn it away and clean up their stack a bit. They are still ahead, so you know, it would behoove them to think of the longevity of the game perhaps. Xile with 327,000, Knight still kind of up there at the top. Looking a little bit shaky, but I'll get some nice pieces to burn it. Burns it away again. 275,000 for Knight. Tetris's brings it to 298,000, so definitely closing that lead a little bit. 353,000 for Xile, so about 56,000 points ahead. And the line counts are about the same actually, so these players are pretty close, within a couple of Tetrises of each other. Oh, what's this in chat I missed? Oh, neat. Pumpy Heart is writing a paper on Tetris, and it has been accepted for the North American Conference on Video Game Music, so congratulations to Pumpy. That's really cool. And nice to see Tetris, you know, being represented in all areas. Tetris for Knight, a dirty Tetris, and it does clean up their board, setting up a kind of Witz and a tuck, or just a few tucks going on there. And now has a, I guess a J spin there, or yeah, a square tuck would do it. Takes a safety double. The right side is higher than the left now, but the line comes just in time. Tetris is. And yeah, Knight has 4. In fact, wow, the players are very close right now. And with that Tetris, Knight has actually taken the lead. So 448,000 for Knight, 436,000 for Xile. Knight a little bit ahead in lines, transitions at 472,000. And Xile is still 2 lines away, trying to transition with a Tetris, but yeah, it's gonna kind of, yeah, takes a safety triple. Best not to tempt fate when you're that close to transition. Transition's at sort of a 460k or so, and then Tetris is for 494. And yeah, it looks like Knight has definitely warmed up a little bit now. Perhaps 19 more their speed. Sets up a T-spin there on the right side of the stack, Tetris is. Of course, the T comes one piece too late. And yeah, just going to have to settle with having a hole on the first row of their stack. There we go, Tetris for Knight. 586,000 for Knight, 531,000 for Xile. Xile with the cleaner looking board. No holes or junk on their side. Yeah, kind of been Knight playing an interesting game. Kind of feels like they've been in a lot of trouble for most of the game, and yet pretty respectable score for this point, you know, in the progression. And basically keeping, yeah, it is neck and neck, keeping pace with their opponent. 674,000 for Xile, and having to burn away a little bit of junk there. 668,000 for Knight. Knight with the very clean looking board. Sets up a couple of tucks and executes perfectly and gets the Tetris. And 701,000 points exactly for Knight. A very satisfying looking number, though short-lived. Okay, both players looking good now. 743,000 for Xile, and building up pretty high. Wants that line to come. Oh, it comes just in time. They managed to get that S over. Now kind of with a line dependency in the middle of their stack. And yeah, fills it in with some different pieces. It's a sensible play of not waiting for the line. And is now clean again and ready for a Tetris. And there it is. 821,000 for Xile. 834,000 for Knight. Both on level 27. This is a neck and neck game. Pretty hard to... neither player with the advantage, though Knight has been probably getting into slightly more trouble over the course of the game, but has been very adept at getting straight back out of it. Oh, this is looking a little spicy though, and that is going to be it for Knight, and Xile has already taken it. Xile with 958,000 takes game 1. Knight topping out at 875. So GG's to both players. A really tight game right to the end. And looks like yeah, Xile with that. Not quite maxing out. Just needs to get one more line. Gets the max out. There you go. Just flexing there. GG's to both players. Yeah, really nice play there from Xile as well. Just eking out that max out at the very last second on level 29. But yeah, we got both. I keep forgetting about this whole hover free thing. So both players are ready, so we'll count it down. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So this is game 2, Xile versus Knight. Oh, another troubling start for Knight. This is not her day, perhaps. We're going to build up on top of row 2, and with a kind of column 2 Tetris. Not the most ideal kind of build, I don't think, but they're going to make it work, and there it is. There's the Tetris. And going to build up another one. Gets the perfect pieces for it, actually. Look at that, and the line comes just in time. And now I can burn it to the bottom, probably. But yeah, Xile going with what I would call the more conventional setup, with just the right well. Also has 2 Tetrises. Or 3 Tetrises? I think 3 Tetrises. Made that 4. And no burnt lines yet, I guess. Oh, there's the first one, though. Okay, looks like a Knight is over that start. Looking good. Oh, bit of a misshift with that T, an early shift, but yeah, they make it work. Okay, so now it's Xile's turn. Xile has a stack built on top of row 2, so there's the first dirty Tetris, and here comes the second. Oh, nowhere that good to put that, yeah, those 2 Zs or that S, and now we've got a really funky looking kind of, oh, no, lovely line flip. Vandy will be happy. But yeah, funky looking tower, and now that's turned into oh yeah, no, Xile kind of with a bit of trouble. That stack is not looking good, and oh, that is going to be tough to get out of. Oh, and then with that line hung on the right, that is going to be it for Xile. And then with that Tetris, Knight takes game 2. So after such a battle on game 1, game 2 is over in just a brief moment with an early top out from Xile. Still taking it in good humour, you know, not too worried. But what was once a best of 5 is now a best of 3. Okay, so both players are ready. Let's count it down again. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. There you go, a nicer start for Knight this time. Nice early Tetris. No problem so far. And yep, same thing for Xile. Just waiting for the line to come. There it is. Identical scores. 2 Tetrises, no lines burned. Both players ready for another Tetris, and there it is. Okay, Knight now kind of waiting for a J for a tuck. There it is. Yeah, another Tetris for Knight. Xile takes the first couple of burns though of the match. Ooh. Last kind of pretty yeah. Just that was a close move there from Knight to get that piece over, but they manage, and is now building a sort of row 4 column 3 well. Yeah, kind of getting into a little bit of kind of early junky trouble again, but I don't know, maybe that's just their style. Seems to be maybe working. Well, I don't know, maybe it's not working as such, but not doing too badly with it. Oh, aggressive move there with that line though, and trying to get the row 4 Tetris and ready for it, but yeah, of course the pieces don't come exactly when you need them. And yeah, continuing to build up on the row 3. Has another Tetris built. So I guess this is the secret to kind of getting good scores, even when it looks like you're not doing fantastically in terms of struggling, is to just always build for that Tetris. And yeah, Knight definitely making it work. And finally, Knight is burnt down to the bottom, just waiting for an L to fill that gap, or a line. The L comes, and their Tetris ready. Now with a nice regulation sloping stack from left to right, a right well, Tetris well. And there it is, there's the Tetris, and ready for another. There's the next one. Knight now at 267,000, Xile a little bit ahead of 284,000. Yeah, there's definitely something very satisfying about DAS play. It looks very kind of certain, like all of the moves, you know, you have to really think about it and be prepared. So it almost looks like rhythmic, I would say. Like when you see them play, you know, of course it is rhythmic, you know, the pieces are moving at the exact same kind of speed each time. So Xile is a hybrid player, or at least that's what it says in my notes. And yeah, Knight is a DAS player, and you actually you can see it on their pad. You know, there's no tapping going on, there's no rolling on the back of the pad. Just inputs being made as God intended. And another Tetris for Knight. Yeah, we can probably get that. Let's just get them a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I imagine, I mean, I'm only a DAS player myself, so I mean, I couldn't say, but I imagine tapping would kind of, you know, be pretty tough and, you know, on your fingers. If you're perhaps of the slightly older persuasion like me, or you've got, you know, a job, you know, typing, doing stuff at a desk, also like me, then you know, maybe tapping is not the thing for you. Rolling looks pretty low impact though, I'll be honest. Like it's much more about the rhythm than anything. It doesn't look like it's too impactful on your hands. Nice series of tucks there from Xile to get Tetris ready. Oh, and a nice horizontal J-tuck as well. And bang, there's the Tetris for Xile. In fact, wow, what a pace from Xile. Transitions at 636,000. But, and yeah, 577,000 transition for Knight. Both really excellent paces, actually, but Xile definitely on a burn. And this is where things start to get a little more exciting. Oh, lovely, what was that, L-tuck set up there from Knight to get that Tetris. Knight now at 656,000, and Xile has to pass up that Tetris at 677,000, and Knight takes the lead. I think for basically the first time in the match. And yeah, a fortunate line piece timing there for Knight as well. So 712,000 for Knight, 732,000 for Xile, though Xile is a few lines ahead. So pace is about even, and ooh, yeah, Knight kind of gets away with that one. Slightly, yeah, pretty aggressive stacking there. LJ dependency, but gets the pieces to make it work for them. 771,000 for Knight, 792,000 for Xile. So again, another neck and neck game. And just a reminder that the first game ended very evenly, but Xile did manage to eke out a max out, so perhaps we're going to see something like that again. Ooh, bit of a misdrop there for Knight, but they're right at the bottom now, so kind of plenty of time to make it up, and they are ahead. Only by a little bit, but you know, a few burned lines is probably not going to do them any harm. Oh, just not the best pieces now. A sequence of kind of poor pieces there for Knight means that, yeah, they're not going to... It's going to be a little while, I think, before they're Tetrising again. Ah, I say that. Oh, no, but... I was so concentrating on Knight's board. Xile tops out, but a Knight with that Tetris takes the game for 889,000. So Knight now gets it to 2-1 up. So after a very strong start from Xile, Knight claws it back and gets a game ahead, and now needs only one more game to progress on to the next area in the bracket. Let's see, are we going to see a max out from Knight as well? And a DAS max out. I mean, I'm looking at the pad, and those look like DAS inputs to me. I don't know. Looks like a DAS game. Yeah, and he needs a couple more lines, or even just one more line for a max out. Ooh, bit of a misshift there, though. There we go, the 2 more lines, if that gets the max out. Okay, and it's now switched over to tapping. But yeah, they have comprehensively won this game. And now flexing with the 29 play, but that looks like it's going to be it. But yeah, a convincing victory there from Knight to bring the score to 2-1. Okay, so Knight is back. And they are ready. Xile is ready. So we'll count it down. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So we're now on game 4 of this particular matchup. And it could be the last. Knight just needs one more to progress. Xile is looking to take this one to stay in the competition. Yeah, a little bit of early junk there for Xile, but no problem. Ah, gets a nice square to burn it away. But yeah, a good few burns there though. So a kind of slightly early, slowish pace there from Xile. 29,000 through 12 lines, while meanwhile Knight has 69,000 through 13 lines. Ooh. Troubling stacking there from Xile. Could be trouble. Really needs a line. Oh, and then of course it comes one piece too late. Has another line dependency on the left. Oh, the line comes though. It could be okay. Oh, kinda... I dare say they were bailed by those pieces. But they make it out. Basically make it out. Just a couple more burns to do it. There we go. Makes it out. Now has a right well. Tetris waiting. Knight setting up the square tuck and gets it. So yeah, Tetris for Xile brings him to 69,000, Teo, and 125,000 for Knight. And now Knight's dealing with their own kind of slightly high up stacking situation, but nah, no problem there at all. and gets the Tetris. So SVNestris letting us know in chat that their power appears to be holding out. So hopefully we can resume that matchup after this one. Though we might still be 2 games away from this one. You'll have to see. LJ dependency there for Knight. Just decides to fill it in straight away. Smart choice for sure. Now just gradually down stacking. Yeah, nice burning there from Knight. Out of trouble. Really high up, especially for Das, but makes it work. And finally the line comes. A Tetris, and there's another one in the bank, and there we go. Banks it. Tetris, 213,000 for Knight. But all of that kind of drought period, Xile has actually caught up with 210,000. So, kind of interesting play, because Xile was definitely looking very shaky for a while. But, yeah, turns out it was totally fine. Okay, now going to have to burn away that junk, though. Oh, and sets up with putting a lot of weight on top of that hole. So that's going to be like another 3 line burns, kind of compulsory. And then, yeah, with that L. So, yeah, a bit of burning for Xile to get out of this. And we're still pretty early on, so not too big a deal. But it's going to harm their pace. Nice adjustment there to accommodate the S that was coming. Unfortunately, the line comes just a piece too early, but there's a perfectly timed one, and Tetris for Xile brings him to 247,000. But Knight has taken advantage of that burning and is now at 327,000. But oh, and now their stack looking a little bit worrying. But oh, nice little Z flip there for Knight, and yeah, back to a nice looking stack. And Tetris is 353,000 for Knight, 296,000 for Xile. So Knight with, yeah, and with lines in hand as well. Definitely a pretty big pace, and ahead of Xile by, what is that? Sort of 80,000 points or so. So yeah, a true, I don't know, 3 Tetris lead or so. But now it's Knight's turn to kind of have to be forced into a bit of burning. Definitely kind of some unfortunate pieces there. I wouldn't say that was through any kind of bad stacking. Oh, this is looking definitely like it could be a developing situation. Getting the pieces to burn out of it though. Oh, some interesting decisions there that maybe, I'm not sure if that's, of course it's going to work out. You know, these are pro level players. There we go. Just needs a J now. Does Knight to get out of this. And we're getting pretty close to transition actually. So they're going to want to burn this off pretty soon. And oh, they've got a line dependency set up on the left. Oh, some really smart burning there though. Look at that. That's really nice play there from Knight. Really kind of pro level down stacking. I tell you what, I couldn't explain that to you, but it was very smart. Oh, just unfortunate pieces there though. And yeah, Knight is, that is looking tough. A lot of weight on top of that hole. Gonna have to make a lot of burns. Some really excellent quick tapping now, and finally uncovers the hole, gets a Tetris, and you can see they are happy about that, and as they should be. Really expertly managed there from Knight, who is still ahead through all of that kind of very worrying, very troubling looking situation. Manages to maintain a lead. 495,000 for Knight, 445,000 for Xile, and Xile's board looking a little bit ropey. Takes a triple to kind of restore it to its rightful state. Yeah, Dan V telling Nestris to get off Virgin Internet. As it happens, I'm getting off Virgin Internet next week, moving over to Community Fiber. I hope that doesn't go badly. It's a hell of a lot cheaper though. Yeah, oh, Xile in a... Oh, can they get... They can't get that line over. That is going to be it for Xile. tops out at 461, and Heyo at 666 takes the game. GG's. Both players playing great games, but Knight does persevere. Elp very amused that we have a major internet service provider in the UK called Virgin. But yes, yes we do. Virgin Media. Okay, Captain is ready. Nestris is ready. Let's count it down. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So for those of you just joining us wondering why we've gone from kind of the second game back to what appears to be the first halfway through, it's because we Nestris was having a few power issues which are hopefully resolved now, and Captain has very graciously waited in the wings to resume this match. It's 1-1. It's anyone's game, and hopefully we'll find out whose game it is now. Okay, Nestris setting up a high up line dependency there. Yeah, that is not looking amazing. But getting some nice pieces to get out of it. Reopens the well again. Just kind of needs... Oh, kind of keeps covering the well just as the line is about to come. But there we go. Uncovered, and there's the line. And Tetris for Nestris. Meanwhile, Captain... No problems on their side. 72,000 for Captain, 55,000 for Nestris. Nestris having covered their well yet again. Oh no, apparently Somalian missed an OJ. Well, what are you going to do? Another Tetris for Somalian, so nice even games actually. Somalian's a little ahead in pace, but they are together on score. And that'll be neither player are kind of pushing down, I don't think, but it's when you kind of play high up on the stack for a while, you end up getting through more pieces, so that is why Nestris is ahead of Somalian in lines. Okay, Nestris really high up again with everything okay. Get some really nice pieces to get out of what could have been a situation. Oh, but just as I say it, yeah, it gets the line just in time. But yeah, their stack not looking the best right now. Gonna have to do a little bit of burning. A line would be ideal right now, but isn't gonna come. So, oh no. Oh no, we're okay. We're okay. There's a little bit of streaming there for a second. I was concerned, but looks like we're still up. Power is holding. Internet is holding. Yeah, power and internet are holding, but it doesn't look like a stack parity is holding. Oh, dirty Tetris there for Nestris, so really nice last second adjustment to get that Tetris. And yeah, with that, that's kind of, they're almost keeping pace with Captain despite having spent a lot longer, you know, sorting out their stack. 262, in fact, it's ahead now. 260, although ahead in lines. 285,000 for Nestris. 302,000 for Captain. But Nestris is 8 lines ahead. Have a nice kind of setting up for a line dependency on the far left. The sort of thing I quite like seeing that when you know, when you're low down on the stack and you've not reached level 19 yet. You know, setting up a line dependency on the left, not that big a deal really. And that's what Captain was doing. Okay, Nestris hopefully just buffering. Although, oh dear. Oh, it's taking a while to come back. Keep on playing, Captain. Ignore this. It's all fine. Nothing's happening. Don't worry about it. follow from Swampy Friend, thank you. It would appear, I don't know, let me go and see if yeah, it would appear SVNestris has gone offline again. I don't know what we do at this point, because this, I don't know, this is the third time. We're gonna be here all day if we don't, I don't know, if we don't move on. Let's we'll see what happens in chat. Let's maybe we get a decision from, I don't know, from Pumpy or Vandy or whoever. And it's still 1-1. We could count that as a game for captain, perhaps. I feel at this point, maybe, you know, it's unfair on on everyone involved to kind of keep restarting over and over again. So yeah, captain, keep playing, because you never know, maybe SVNestris will come back online. Maybe. Maybe he was just about to top out before that disconnect. I mean, I'd be inclined to say that this is captain's game, but keep playing captain just in case. Ooh, timely line piece there for captain. Could do with another. Oh, board looking pretty good now. Oh, Nestris is back, and indeed they had topped out. So there we go. That is a game for captain. Okay, so both players are looking ready now. Oh, let me actually type that in the right window. So captain, I'm pretty sure is ready. Looks like they're probably typing ready in chat. I'm going to count it down. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Nice chill track to go with this fourth game. Yeah, nice uneventful openers this time. We've had a few kind of troubling starts in this bracket really, but this one looks like it's off to a good start. Kind of a last second adjustment there from Nestris to kind of add a J dependency, which works out nicely because their stack is now, you know, high on the left, low on the right, exactly what you want. Oh, they're playing high up though, playing with fire. Oh, just about. Gosh, that was a definitely a ropey looking situation there for Nestris, but managed just to get the pieces just in the nick of time. And another Tetris, so 167,000 for Nestris, 121,000 for Captain. Captain Tetrises. They are behind in lines again, so it's kind of a slight lead for Captain in pace, but a score lead for Nestris. Now building a column 8 well. And yeah, converts it into a Tetris, and there's another one. And yeah, burns it down to the bottom now, transferring the well over to the right side again. So 216,000 for Nestris through 49 lines, so very nice pace. 191,000 for Somalian, sorry, for Captain. 215,000 through 48 lines. So again, good paces from both players. And yeah, we can't complain about RNG now. We're playing the same pieces. I think that's a common comment about like these kind of monthly games. Like, oh, why don't, you know, surely it's not fair if you don't have the same pieces. Well, you can't raise that comment now because both players have the same pieces. And what you find is, you know, your boards diverge so quickly that unless you have a really monster drought right at the start, it kind of all evens out. It's pretty rare to see same piece set matches in these kind of, you know, high skill level tournaments. In fact, like, players just don't really seem to care too much about it. I mean, I like same piece sets, but I would actually say it makes much more of a difference at lower levels. So I quite like same piece sets at, you know, if you're a watcher of CTL, like, you know, if you're doing division kind of 5 and below, same piece sets then can make a big difference, because, you know, a drought can be the end of a game at that kind of level. Okay, Captain setting up, ooh, an aggressive Tetris well, high up dirty well, right on, what was that, row 7? Maybe row 6. Now taking the burns to reopen their well, and the Tetris ready again. Got an LJ dependency, fills it with the J, and then gets the line to get the Tetris. And the scores are very even right now. Somalian, sorry, Captain with the lead though. 419,000 for Nestris, 480,000 for Captain. So Ferb Kitten saying that they left and this match is still going on. We've run another match in the meantime due to technical issues on Nestris' side. So we're resuming this match. We've only just kind of got it going again. And looks like things are holding out this time. Oh, nice little Z flip there for Nestris. And their stack looking basically good again. Got a little bit of a kind of a mountain in the middle, but yeah, get some nice pieces to kind of re-establish that slope. And yeah, transitions, 522,000 for Nestris. Captain's still 3 lines away and with 576,000, so it has a pretty good strong lead. Transitions at 600,080 points. So very nice transition for Somalian and very clean stack as well. Of course, now we're getting a drought just as we get into transition. Has to paper over their well. Uncovers it, waiting for another line. There it is, finally. Okay, Nestris pretty high up, but there gets the Tetris. 651,000 for Nestris, 658,000 for Captain, and Captain is behind 6 lines, so has a pretty nice lead at the moment, but Nestris is making it back up. Very few burns happening on Nestris' side now. And yeah, Nestris, yeah, really kind of upping the Tetris right now. 736,000 for Nestris, 718,000 for Captain. Kind of neck and neck. Ooh, kind of a interesting adjustment there for Nestris, but gets away with it. Yeah, another 2 Tetris. 827,000 for Nestris for 184 lines. 727 for Captain at the moment. Tetris brings up to 755. So I dare say that Nestris has actually taken the pace lead at the moment. Though they have a hole now in row 3 that they're going to have to I think they're going to have to burn that off. Oh, burns it off very efficiently, though. Really nice adjustments there. Needs a J and gets it. Yeah, another Tetris. 892,000 for Nestris. Really doesn't want to go out on this game. Another Tetris. 924,000 at level 26. So Captain is no slouch either. 821,000 for Captain at level 24. So quite behind on lines. 8 lines back. It is definitely anyone's game right now. Both players can play a little bit on the kill screen. So yeah, 917,000 now for Captain, 998,000 for Nestris. Nestris just 2 lines away, or just any kind of... There we go. There's the max out A32 for Nestris, and another Tetris brings it up to A67. So Captain is right on their tail. Just needs a line for that Tetris. Perhaps it looks like we're entering into a bit of a drought though. Oh, and the top of Captain's board looking a little bit sketchy. Gonna have to burn that away now. A19 though, so Captain does have the max out as well. B38 though for Nestris. Look at this. B38 at level 28. Another Tetris. B74 into the kill screen. Has a Tetris waiting. Oh, and Captain tops out. So yeah, a convincing victory for Nestris. Double max outs. B74 versus A21. Game goes to Nestris. GG's. Really kind of fighting their way back from the technical troubles. And yeah, look at that. What an excellent game. Okay, so we got a ready from Nestris. Just checking, did I get a ready? Yeah, we got a ready from Captain, so we'll count it down. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So 2 games apiece. And we're now at the very end. Been a bit of a journey, an epic journey for this one. We've had technical troubles. I think we had one early top out. But yeah, Nestris has really been bringing their A game. And it all comes down to this one. I mean, double max out games. You know, 1.1s versus 1.0s. You know, Tetris and Nestris. Captain still waiting for theirs. There it is, Tetris to Captain. Nice starts for both players. Both players have good, healthy looking stacks. They've been tending to their stacks. And their stacks are bountiful. And there are the Tetrises coming into harvest. Our swampy friend in chat saying, wish her better at Tetris. Don't we all? I don't think that ever stops for anyone. You know, I bet Dog wishes he was better at Tetris. Like, I don't think, you know, it's good to always strive to be better. We can all be better. So yeah, interesting to see these players kind of mete out their aggression now, because this is the final game. You lose and you're dead. But both players are, you know, strong max out players. Obviously at this point, I mean, you're not going to get non-max out players in challengers. But, you know, we just saw, you know, a double max out game. So you can't go easy. You can't expect anyone to top out. But at the same time, you push too hard and, you know, you might top out. So... And that has happened already. Okay, Captain setting up a series of tucks. Oh, and get some nice pieces to fulfill them. Look at that. And there's now Tetris ready. Okay, Captain in a little bit of a situation, a little bit of a dig. Quite high up, getting some nice pieces, could do with a J. Oh yeah, that S will do instead. Yeah, ooh. Gets a J over. Looks like this will be over pretty soon. There you go. With that T piece, it's over, and with that line, they Tetris. Captain now at 293,000. NEStris at 395. So NEStris have a 100,000 point true lead right now. So looking good for them. But that could all change. Though you have to remember though, this is same piece sets, so any drought that one player gets, the other player is also going to get, and they're going to get it at roughly the same time. Okay, Knight saying how they're going to beat these tappers. I mean, you won with a max out though in one of your matches, right? So, I mean, the Heps got through with multiple maxes. I don't think we need to be too afraid of tappers right now. Rolling, on the other hand, I don't know about that, but and yeah, that's also an option. Just break their internet. Sever the power lines. I would never accuse Captain of doing such a thing. Okay, Captain set up a T-spin there, but didn't wait any time for that T, and that's probably the smart thing to do. Now could do with a line. Oh, interesting. He chooses. There was a few burns they could have taken there, and that's not going to be a Tetris. So I would have thought the burns would have been, you know, a sensible thing to do, but nope. What do I know? Okay, almost out of it now though. Okay, out of it, but with a very kind of bad parity stack on Captain's side. And that's showing up in the score differential with 475,000 for Captain, 587,000 for NEStris. So NEStris with another monster pace. 611,000, transitions at 635,000. Captain now transitions with 523,000. So a very respectable transition score for Captain, but like a monster score for NEStris. But you got to remember, this is a decider though. So there's no, you know, if you tap out, then that's that. Or tap out or top out. Either way, do either of those things, and that's the end of the game. So Poet cheering on NEStris in the chat. Yeah, we'll have to see how this goes. I mean, is this going to be a pleasant RNG or a stingy one? How many droughts are we going to see before we get to max out? Not to max out. Well, to max out, but I more meant to level 29 to the kill screen, or the so-called kill screen. Both players though, it seems 19 Captain kind of shifts gear a bit. Like, I would say that NEStris is kind of playing all out from, you know, moment number one in their games, but Captain really shifts up a gear when it comes to 19 play. And yeah, Captain now at 743,000 with that Tetris. NEStris gets that J over right the way to the left, just about. Tetris is twice in pretty quick succession. 864,000 though for NEStris, and a pretty convincing lead. Not quite 100,000 points, so Captain's making some dent in it, but almost. Like, really hasn't been letting up at all. Now very high up. Getting some good pieces for it. Tapping fast. Oh, needs a line. Really could do with a line, and hangs that square. Needs a line right now. Oh, it comes, but then hangs it. Oh no. So NEStris tops out at 873,000. Captain only needs 2 more lines, I think. Or maybe 3. There you go. With that double, Captain takes the game. And that is it. That is a shame for NEStris. They were just a monster pace there, but maybe pushed a little bit too hard. But GG's, really great games from both players. And we can progress on to round 2 now. So I'm going to... Let's see, what does that mean? So round 2, we are going to have Knight versus Captain. It's already... Look at that. Someone on the bracket. Updating it already. I'm going to sort out these streams. And I'll leave Captain on there for a sec. Well, of course, Captain's going to be in it, so I can leave him there. Let's swap over the stream on the left. So who have we got here? This is going to be Knight, who was this one? Maybe? No. Maybe this one. Yes, there we go. So yeah, Knight is ready. Captain gave the ready a while ago. I'm going to assume they're still ready. So let's count down. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So finally, it's been a long one today, but we're on to the last matchup of the night with Knight versus Captain. This is round 2 of the red bracket of the Challenger circuit in Classic Tetris Monthly. And Knight gets the first Tetris. Ooh. Knight very high up, but the line comes. And yeah, and some nice pieces to bend off. And there's another line. So yeah, 2 Tetrises for Knight there. 93,000 for Knight at this early point in the game. As a Tetris for Captain brings him to 93,000 as well. In fact, matched scores. So equal number of burns and Tetrises at the moment. Though Captain's board looking a little nicer. But I wonder how much of this is... I mean... kind of Knight's been doing this for all of their games, where it kind of looks like a little bit sketchy from, you know, someone, an uneducated position like mine, and yet their scores have all been very solid scores, including, you know, a Maxout. So I think it's just their style of play. Kind of, it's quite hard to read, but you know, they keep their pace up pretty high, even through what look like kind of slightly sketchy situations. But the snow is so eye-catching that I find myself watching Knight's board. Maybe a little bit more than watching Captain's, but let's see how this goes. Another Tetris for Captain, so 212,000 for Captain, 190,000 for Knight. There's a Tetris, brings it up to 213,000. So yeah, really kind of neck and neck, equal paces for these players at the moment. And yeah, almost simul-Tetrising there. Bring them both up to 235,000. Yeah, it's been a tough one today to get to this point. We've had technical problems and, you know, big pauses and whatnot, but we have managed it, and we're on the last game. Well, not the last game, the last matchup. And hopefully it's not the last game. Oh, thanks, Bumpy, but the real troopers are the people playing the Tetris, I guess. Nice horizontal J-tuck for Knight there. But their board not looking fantastic. Oh, interesting. Kind of, yeah, just needs one more line and then just a few burns on top of that. And they'll be good. And there you go. So there was a situation where, you know, maybe another player you would think, oh, that looks a bit sketchy. And, you know, that's going to harm their pace. But it's actually very few lines to burn out of it. And indeed, they've kept pace. So 356,000 for Knight, 361,000 for Captain. So yeah, still neck and neck. Vicious Revive in chat. The real troopers are the friends we made along the way. Oh, so true, Vicious. So true. Okay, another interesting tuck setup there for Knight, and fulfills one bit, and then we go completes it with that L, and did get a Tetris in the meantime as well. So interesting there, where you can kind of set up tucks but not sacrifice your Tetris readiness. Like a really good kind of grasp of the board, definitely on Knight's side, setting up some very complicated kind of maneuvers. So I think a lot of the times where I'm thinking Knight's in a situation is actually very purposeful. Very intentional, I should say. Yeah, good call, Uli223 in chat there saying you can contribute to the Masters prize pool. And yes, you can. If you exclamation mark Matcherino in chat, there's a Matcherino thing going on, which, I don't know, I've not... to my terrible shame, I've not checked it out myself yet, but I get the feeling it's like you can kind of complete missions, and that gives awards real money to the players in the Masters bracket, which is, you know, it's great. You kind of, it's nice to have that encouragement for players to kind of keep on doing this month after month, and, you know, giving us these amazing games. Okay, so, Knight in a bit of a dig. But, yeah, getting some good pieces to get out of it now. Transitions at 5-2-2. Waiting for a J. Gets the J. Gets the S. Is now Tetris ready again. Definitely a gutsy move, especially for Das, to transition in that way. But looks like they've kind of evened it out again, and they're fine. Captain is 3 lines away from transition, and looks like it's going to be, if they can get a line, it's going to be a 600k transition. So they have kind of, oh, they can't. So 598k on transition, and then gets that line, 622k, and another one, 646 for Captain. So a bit of a lead now for Captain for the kind of the first time in the game, an actual kind of a proper established lead behind in lines and ahead in score due to that burning that Knight had to do. 673,000 for Captain, 637,000 for Knight, who is a good 10 lines ahead. So not only just a score lead, but a pace lead for Captain. And Knight misses what I think that was an S flip there. But no big deal. Has to take the triple though. Just an S drought for just Knight waiting for the S for so long, and it just wasn't coming at all. But yeah, kind of restoring their stack now, restoring parity to their stack. And yeah, setting up one off the bottom, which is, again, for Das, very gutsy. That is a tough play, but there's the line, gets it, and yeah, just about managed to quick tap it over that tiny spire there. And it's going to build another one on top, and their left side wasn't even built out. And look at that, and another one. Like, this is real guts on that play. Is it gonna work out? It is. Another Tetris. So Knight has 785,000, and and again, just look at this. I think they're getting a little lucky with these pieces, but making it, really doing a great job. 850,000 for Knight, actually taking the lead again, and the lines not only, again, still 10 lines ahead. So not quite fully caught up, but it is really neck and neck at this point. There's not much between them. So Captain has 911,000 at 199 lines. Knight has 888,000 at 211 lines. So Captain is ahead in score and behind in lines, but it's not a huge lead. I know if Captain manages the survival, it's going to be pretty tough, I think, for Knight to catch up. This Captain has got some good pace going on. Takes a double there to kind of get a stack into a good state. Yeah, Captain taking a few burns, knowing they're ahead, kind of doing a little screen look there. There we go, there's a max out for Captain, A20 for Captain. Oh, and meanwhile, Knight's board. Oh, yeah, they switched to tapping, as you would have to. Look at that, has a massive center ball set up, doesn't get the line over. Is there going to be another line? No, it does get the max out, though. So A55, Captain is going to take that first game, but it's a double max out game again. Look at that, A00 versus A92 at the moment, and Captain hasn't even finished yet. Going to give him his heart anyway. There we go, gets the last Tetris to make it a 1.1, B28 for Captain. GG's. I know, double max in CC. Yeah, I mean, this isn't even the first double max, right? And so they'll be ready soon. Yeah, they are ready. So let's count it down. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So going into game 2 of this match, Captain took the first one, a double max out game, of a 1.0 versus a 1.1. And yeah, I've got to say, Knight was like playing an excellent game that last game, and it's just how it turned out. Like, couldn't fault really any of the moves. Like, it was I mean, they maxed out. Like, what more can you ask for? And yet, you know, you max out and you still don't win. Like, to think, you know, when you look back, not even all that long ago, like, look back at Ecstasy of Order, and, you know, they're sort of posing, oh, is a max out even possible, you know? And now it's like, now it's just par for the course. Like, you better hope you can max out if you want to compete now. Okay, good pace for Knight, who has 103,000 already through 27 lines, but Captain keeping pace as well, 96,000 through 23 lines, so kind of very slightly ahead on pace. I mean, it's way too early to say anything really, but apparently I'm going to say it anyway. Not a Tetris for Captain. And he's got one kind of waiting to be cashed in. There it is, another one. 190,000 for Captain, 175,000 for Knight. With a, yeah, kind of a left well almost, or not quite left well, but there we go. Burns it out really nicely again. That takes real skill being able to do that. I gotta say, I'm impressed every time I see it on Knight's side, where, you know, it's what looks like a very tough stack, but they've got such good grasp of the stack that they can kind of burn it in exactly the right way and not be too piece dependent. That's yeah, impressive play. Does have to build a hole into their stack though. It's got 3 lines on top of it, so gotta wonder how they're gonna kind of sort that out. I guess, yeah, just stick a line down the side and start building on row 2. Another Tetris for Knight. So 279,000 for Knight, 268,000 for Captain, but Captain is, there we go, 291 for Captain as well. So Captain slightly ahead, but there's really nothing in it just yet. But then that's what I said last time, and it ended up, you know, just gradually magnifying until it was a 1.1 versus a 1.0. So we'll have to see how that plays out this game. Yeah, I do like these kind of peaceful moments before, you know, the 19 transition where it all kind of all kicks off. Like you can kind of relax just a little bit, you know. No one's too high up. People are Tetrising. Paces are looking good. It's all fine. You can relax and just listen to the music a little bit. Listen to Flex Style. Okay, Knight going through a bit of a drought at the moment. Been a while since there's a line. Oh, and of course it comes one piece just after they block the well. There we go, but there's a Knight rewarded with another line. And there's another one as well. So 431,000 for Knight, 444,000 for Captain. Knight now getting closer to transition, 14 lines away, 20 lines away for Captain. Well, slightly aggressive build there, kind of preempting that line coming for Captain, but works very well. 489,000 for Captain. So not quite the paces that they had in the last game, with you know, Captain with his almost 600k transition, Knight with their high 500k transition, I think. Well, certainly it was a good 500k transition. Looking like there'll be slightly lower transitions this time round. Not much lower, but you know, lower all the same. So Captain is 2 lines away from transition now. Knight is 3 lines away. And there we go. Knight gets the Tetris into transition for 527,000 lines points. Captain's still 1 line away. There we go. Gets the Tetris 562,000. So slightly ahead into transition. But not much. Not as much as the last game, I don't believe. And you'll have to play that back to find out. Oh, a bit of a misdrop there from Knight, I think. And that's going to cause a little bit of burning. And it's going to cause a little bit of a lull in pace. And it looks like they're going to come out of it into a column 8 well. Oh, and then, of course, they have to they had a perfect place for that square. Had to paper over it. But look at this. Really nice play there. But this is still a kind of slightly tricky, dangerous situation. Burning out of it nicely. There we go. The line comes and you can breathe a sigh of relief. 626,000 for Knight. 652,000 for Captain. Oh, I feel like that was like a slight mishap with that T, and it ended up going into a place where it wasn't so bad for Captain there. So a little bit lucky perhaps. And yeah, Knight is out of it. Really, oh, nice pieces there for Knight to get at Tetris. So we are actually, okay, not quite. I mean, Captain is a Tetris ahead, but it's very close. 749,000 for Knight, 777,000 for Captain. Ooh, Captain with a slightly dangerous board. There we go. Manages to pad out their left side. It's fine now, but still waiting for that line. Finally it comes. 814,000 for Captain. 793,000 for Knight. I'll make that 826. So Knight doesn't want a repeat of the last game. It's definitely keeping the aggression up, keeping that pace up. Gets a few unfortunate pieces, but burning away from the top quite nicely. Although Captain is again just kind of suddenly jumped ahead in score. 946,000 for Captain, and made it 979. And finally, line comes at a good and another one for Knight. 934,000 for Knight, because it's easy to forget just how much a Tetris gives you at this kind of level. It's so much more than it was at, you know, level 18. So Knight kind of one Tetris away from the max out. And getting some... Oh, Max out gets the A09. Captain already, though, at A86. Another... So back-to-back double Max out games. And again, Captain takes another game. I mean, what do you have to do to win a game in this in this bracket? Who would have thought back-to-back Max outs and yet back-to-back losses? That is absolutely insane. Almost unfair. But well, there you go. Captain just on a roll right now. Don't just buy the cheapest gloves. Buy the gloves that help support CTM. Get Eric's gloves, get Captain's gloves. Yeah, help support CTM and help keep the dream alive. Okay, so we got a ready on Knight's side. And we got a ready on Captain's side. So that's enough shilling for CTM. Let's get on with the game. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So we're now going into the third and what could be the final game. Really depends how Captain does on this one. They're really on a tear right now, though. We've had back-to-back max outs in the last 2 games from both players. Just Captain's just been slightly ahead in pace on both. I managed to get just a slightly higher max out on both. Yeah, that is the other option. You don't need to buy any gloves. Just play normally without any gloves. Play DAS and just donate some money. Why not? If you want to donate to the Masters bracket prize pool, if you type in !Matcherino in chat, you can find out all about that, I believe. But anyway, it's time to watch some Tetris. Oh, a nice dirty Tetris there for Knight. And you've got to wonder, at this point, are they kind of going to start building, you know, more aggressively with more dirty Tetrises to try and keep up with Captain's insane pace? Because they've been so close. It's not even about keeping up. It's just that tiny little bit. Just need that tiny little bit extra. And yeah, there's another kind of column 8 dirty Tetris off of row 2 on Knight's board. Just need that line to come. Oh, and it's not coming. But there it is, finally. Just in the nick of time. And there's another one built, but the board is not looking so great above it. So, yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. Yeah, gonna have to burn it off from the top a little bit. Keeping the well open. There we go, another dirty Tetris, but now a bunch of junk to burn off the top. Meanwhile, Captain has just been playing clean regulation Tetris. 210,000 for Captain, 136,000 for Knight. And you got to wonder, I wonder if Knight is regretting not going for same piece sets at this point. Because I'm not sure if the RNG has really been giving them any favour at all. And there's another dirty column 2 Tetris for Knight. One off the bottom. A kind of off-center well. And a perfect transition back over to the right well. I think we all want to get good enough to beat Somalian in comp, right? Like that's the dream. Another Tetris for Captain, 313,000, 214,000 for Knight. So really a good 100,000 point lead now for Captain. And Knight going for the aggressive setup and is rewarded. There is another dirty Tetris off of row 7. And yeah, a couple of burns and their stack is back in order. So definitely the right move, at least in retrospect. Yeah, another Tetris for Knight. Yeah, despite all of this though, yeah, Captain has really, I say despite, maybe I suppose because of, Captain is quite a bit ahead now. In fact, Captain with the insane pace, once again. 433,000 through 95 lines. Another Tetris, 456, and we haven't quite hit that 100 line mark. Like, look at this from Captain right now. 479,000 through 103 lines. And yeah, Knight just shaking their head because, like, what can you do? What can you do? I mean, right, she's just not had the pieces to be able to keep up with that, I don't think. But yeah, Captain just playing immaculate Tetris. And there's another one. 524,000 for Captain at 111 lines. Definitely Knight is going to hope that they get some, that Captain gets some terrible RNG a little bit later on, because it's going to be a hard one to catch up if they keep on pushing this hard. And yeah, Knight in a little bit of trouble. We're quite high up and quite close to transition. Probably. Oh, nice dirty Tetris though. So there you go. Maybe that's what needs. Maybe this is how you have to play. And a triple to knock that down, get it back open. 6 lines away from transition. Another Tetris. So it's one more Tetris on the board. It's going to be a high 400 transition for Knight if they manage to get it. I don't think that will quite make up to 500,000. But meanwhile, 580,000 on a Captain's board. Although, transitions at 583 and very high. But manages to uncover it. And then covers it up again. And uncovers it again. So just waiting for that line. And there it is. 616,000 for Captain. Make that 641. 564,000 for Knight at the same line count. So, yeah, not quite a 100,000 point lead, but a convincing lead for Captain. And that is, yeah, Knight is going to want to hope for some bad luck for Captain to avoid this sweep. Okay, both players really playing quite solid now. It's quite interesting to see the different styles from, especially from Knight actually, once they hit 19, where it looks much more kind of stable. There's a lot less, I don't know, I'm cursing it, aren't I? Yeah, just as I say it, that is going to be tough. No, what are you going to do? That is unfortunate. Knight tops out at 694,000. Captain takes it with 858,000. At level 25, this is going to be another kind of strong game for Captain, isn't it? Let's see if they play it out, I suppose. But congratulations to Captain, who takes the game. And yeah, so we've got a winner. We've got a winner of the red bracket. And it is Captain. Captain is the winner of Challenger Circuit red bracket. And that, what does that mean? That means that they are going to go ahead to play Heps. So Heps is going to be watching this, perhaps with a little bit of trepidation. As, yeah, Captain kind of quite easily maxes once again for the back-to-back-to-back. Well, I say that. I guess I'm kind of cursing it by calling it early. But, I mean, look at this. They are, you know, just a line piece away from it. And there you go. There's the max, A17. A back-to-back-to-back max in competition for Captain there. And are we going to see the 1.1 again? Oh, maybe not, actually. No, we're not. But we got the max. The A53. So B3B for Captain. Congratulations to Captain. And congratulations to Knight for some excellent Tetris as well. And to all the players. Like Nestris played some great games. Knight played some great games. Who else did we have? God, it's been so long now. I'm forgetting. Yeah, of course Xile played some great games too. Apologies there to Xile, because it was pretty close between Knight and Xile. So some great close games. But Captain takes this sweep in the end and is the winner of this bracket. So let's transition over to the winners screen. So there we go. There he is. A winner.
Hey everybody, this is your old pal Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day.